Hey, Pusnet, new little video. Remember me? so, sorry about all the delays and stuff. But I wanted to do a little update to kind of see where things are. December was a little bit busy. Today I'm all like well shaven and well groomed. Just came back from the barber. But I'll be able to to do a few videos today and tomorrow on actually all levels. I'll try to do a medical one as well. A few projects, they're going, but they're taking time. One of the issue, especially for the AM one, is going very well. I think like I'm getting a lot of ideas and it's advancing pretty well, but a lot of the stuff I order it's taking forever to come in. So slowly I'm getting in things, but I think when I give that giveaway, I'll even sign for it. It'll be an awesome kit. And for even the 500, and I know like the people that do amateur radio, I think they'll be a little bit impressed, but there'll be HF capacity. If it works like I wanted, you'll be able to do some HF on that for $500. Yes, HF, VHF, and digitals and things. So I'm waiting for those components to come in so that I can try it and see how it works. Also, the weather is not being terribly good here. We had this vortex from the Arctics that kind of lane, and we had like winter that are not usual winter here. So I didn't have a chance to try as much my solar as I would like to for those projects, and also I changed a little bit the tweak of the system that I wanted to buy. So but it's going well. So so far so good. The second project, the medical one, I'm going to try to do a video again on trauma, but I may change a little bit how I'm approaching that. Initially I thought, okay, each one I'll try to find and things, and one of the issue I'm finding is that it's the problem with medicals is to define, actually, you know, even working on it, I should have seen that, but it's to try to plan how much you need for everything, and it's pretty hard because it's very wide. Like for example, if you talk about trauma, okay, so let's say we prepare you for one good trauma. What about if you have 4 little traumas? So that changed the view of the kit. So when I start getting into those concepts, it goes away and things, and I keep changing and stuff. So I think I'm going to change my approach, and instead of trying to go per like trauma and stuff, I'll still do that, but I have to kind of limit myself. And so there's some I talk to some people I work with, and they're kind of interested in sometime when I talk about my radios and stuff. So they're like, oh wow. So I thought I would kind of introduce them, and like I was saying, I'm great at having ideas, but to manage and to be more organized, that's a thing that I lack of. And it's good because it gives me the chance to kind of think and be outside the box, but on the other hand too, it's harder to when it gets to. So I was thinking about help to get their help, and they seem like they would be interesting, so that would advance me for some of the projects. So the approach now that I think I will doing, and again that means there'll be a delay because I'll have to order it, but there's 2 kits I want to work on, and this is what I've been working on. The smaller kits, like the 7, so I mentioned before, my philosophy is there's 3 things: 72 hours, 1 week, 2 months. And this is always now with my prep. That's always when I think when I do a kit, it's not a bug out or whatever, to be prep ready for 1 week, and the other one ready for 2 months and this stuff. So when I think about medical, it's the same thing. So the 72 hours is pretty easy. It's boo-boo and pain medications and stuff, and they're not too hard to do. But it's when you get into the 1 week and the two months, especially the 2 months, that's a little bit different. So now instead of thinking and what do I need for 2 months is what would be, so what I'm going to do and kind of limit myself in thinking and kind of help with this is that I got a bag that I decided that's going to be my first aid bag, and this is what it's going to look like, and I know the setup inside, and using the color of prepping, but for the medical stuff, what I'll do is I'll buy little bags in this bag, and so then when I'll take and it says, okay, what can I fit in there to do trauma? What can I fit in there for doing abdominal pain? And so I think this will help a little bit too of what I'm choosing, what I'm bringing, and how I'm going in when I do my research and stuff. So the concept will be a little bit easier and bring it in. And when I do the 2 months, now I've decided here's the bag. I'm gonna buy the bags first, because initially what I wanted to do is build the kit, then buy the bag. But instead I'm like, I'm limiting myself to this. What can I fit in this that can be used for 2 months? And you see, by switching the question, I think it's going to help me deciding a little bit more of a kit, so that I can have, like, at least, even if a kit 1.0, at least if I have one kit, then I can improve on them and work on it. But at least what I want is at least a kit. So instead of just having ideas, and you see, like, for example, I got like the trauma and it's full of kits and stuff, and so knowing exactly why I need to do to get, and then after that, after years or whatever in discussion, then I can improve. And as I go to conference and I get no knowledge, oh yeah, I got this idea that would be good in the kit, then you switch the kit and stuff. But again, with here's what the kit fits in, and so this is what I'm going to start with. So that will change a little bit the approach of the videos and things like that. And for the radios, I actually the group that I am with now, looks like there's going to be a big change. We're having a big meeting on January the 30th, so I'm looking forward to this. It looks like there'll be more education and stuff, so that's cool. And I did a big jump. So my little computer that I use for digital, which was right over here, because I was this one here, this is my digital, so all my communication, this is the only reason I bought this thing. I don't use it for anything else. It was kind of getting slow, and because it's not a lot of power, because I didn't want to invest a lot of money, because it was only for communication. And putting Windows and stuff, it was kind of on the slow side and stuff. And talking with other people, I say, hey, maybe you would like Linux. The problem with Linux is that you have to know what you're doing, because it's a lot of codes and commands and things like that. But I'm like, okay, and they were talking about this thing called Linux Mint, which is a good transition for people that are used to Windows that never use Linux. It's kind of a good transition. And so finally I got people, because I had trouble, so I cleared the whole computer, erased everything, and put Linux Mint. And so I started to play with it, and it's pretty cool. Like, it's very so far, like yesterday I played a little bit with this. I reinstalled some program. Some of the issue now is, like, for example, RMS Express, which was I was using, doesn't come on Linux because it runs on Windows only. Well, it works also on OS, but on Linux is a little bit complicated. So sometimes some programs you have to find a way to get into it and stuff. But I can do about 90% what you could do before. I much faster so far, like what I played with and things. And so that will come out a little bit more. I'll have a little bit more videos on this, and like I said, with more training, probably more education. And as I get those kit for the giveaway, the kit will get formed. So anyway, I wanted to do a quick up to date. Oh, and also, yeah, 2017, and the video is coming. Be talking about that, is the year of food and security. And so food I started, and I'll do a video on that. That's pretty cool. And the security was, I found I started Krav Maga, but they update their price, and so I found another school. Actually, I'll see how it goes, because they look like very serious, like they're going full contact and stuff, which I think it's good because this is the reason I'm learning for it. So when I get into the fray, then I'll know what I'm doing. But there's also a firearm component to it, so which was going to do anyway this year. So it's kind of more inclusive. It's more a military Krav Maga than the civilian kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to this. I should start around April because, like, again, because of October, November, and December, I'm kind of a little bit out of shape. So January, February will be getting back in shape, and starting April, I should start hitting this, and in the fall too. There's a few things changing for my job as well, so I'm going back to school. So that will change a little bit my schedule. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to do a quick update and say I'm still alive and look forward. There should be more video coming up. So talk to you soon.